that there is a period in time where you go from believing in the outside God and understanding that God is on the inside of you. And then we were talking about the manipulation on how you surrender, on how the church wants you to surrender the fact that you are God and wants you to believe in the outside God. From your ascension, and I was talking about you can't skip, I was basically saying that you can't knock the church for real, as much as you really want to. And you can't knock, particular beliefs and stuff like that as much as you really, really want to, because it's almost like you have to believe in belief first. Like from a muscle standpoint, from a growing my belief muscle. Wow, that's great how that actually correlated. You actually have to believe in the power of belief first. So for most people, their way of believing in the power of belief is simply honing in on the belief system that was hand delivered to them when they were born, whether that belief system is Muslim, right, Christian, Catholic, whatever, whatever the case may be, which is the example of the believing in the power of belief. But what's the key word there? Power. There's a certain power that will draw you to the next level. Now I'm 4D. Now I'm understanding that I'm strong, that I have the ability to create with my words. I may or may not be saying I'm God just yet, right? As far as people's ascension, but I'm having realizations. I'm understanding that, and I need to only speak what it is that I want, as far as where it is that I'm actually going. And then my complete ascension, so to speak, is when I understand that I am God. And I understand that the real overall goal is love, oneness, and unity. And my intentions are sending out those vibrations all over the world. It's exciting. That's exciting. And I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of people, they won't make the ascension that they're owed, that is their birthright, simply because they can't break out of a particular paradigm, particular belief system that was hand delivered to them, which is their current religion. Because it's not a video to bash the ideology of religion at all. It's just understanding that when it's all said and done, we have to be really real with ourselves. Like religions and particular denominations are made to cause us to look at ourselves a certain way, and to cause our belief system to allow us to do certain things. Right? We were talking about how there's certain belief systems and certain denominations that will have you using your mouth saying you a sinner, and will have you using your mouth basically in admitting to be less than, like admitting that, this is my outside God and I am less than, right? And there's a lot of theologians that you'll listen to that will give you information that will help you understand a ton of things. One of the biggest things is that if I'm made in His image and likeness, and talks about the fact that, we're all made in the image of God, likeness, oneness. I am God. The most hectic part is the peace that you get when you realize that God is simply your imagination. It gives you so much peace, because honestly, like growing up, it would have you thinking that there was a real live, physical God, real live, physical, end, judgment, etc. Did I get in? Did I not get in? Heaven, hell, fire, ice, etc. And you realize that the heaven is the heaven on earth that you gain once you understand that you are God. You have the ability to create. Now take that ability to go and create what it is that you want. So now I'm taking that ability, I'm using it, it's pulling me, right, to what? My ascension. Now I'm 5D, and I love everybody. I got love for all people, regardless of what may take place that, with my physical body. I may have cussed somebody out with my physical mouth, right? But I love everyone though, right? And the ascension that helps me understand that I'm not a sinner when I do wrong.
Because there's the law of forgiveness.
Exactly. I am a teacher when I do wrong. Now it's my turn to teach myself, right, how to navigate to the next situation based off of what just took place.
Glad that we were able to capture this conversation. This is really important. Our content is shifting. Our content is shifting. You're going to be getting more 5D conversations. And this is so important for us because there's a lot of conversations that we don't get to complete because we get distracted, running back and forth with summer and things like that. There's a lot of conversations that my hubby and I, we don't really get to complete. We've said, we'll start a voice memo, and then I can't put in a vlog because it got deleted. Okay, no worries. We're starting here. Wonderful. So you're going to be getting a lot more 5D conversations that we need to be recorded because this is timeless information. This is the information that Neville dropped on the earth, that Florence dropped on the earth. This information that you're hearing from us, this is not, I need you to close your eyes. Actually, for the rest of this video, just close your eyes. Don't even look at me. Don't look at my hubby. Don't receive this information as B, binary B, King as a Mr. Cut the Check. This information is from the divine intelligence, from infinite intelligence. This information is truth. It's not me talking. This is information about who you are. And some will be ready to receive this information, and if you resonate with it, you take it. And it can maybe do the same for you as it did for us when we heard this information. We felt like it was everything that we knew all along. We felt like it was everything that we knew all along. It was confirmation. We realized information that came to us in divine time. It was popping up earlier. I had briefly heard of Neville, but I couldn't click in. It wasn't time. Florence was really our 4D knowledge.
Right.
Florence was the bridge from 3D to 5D.
Yeah, the 4D modeling knowledge. Earl was the beginning of the advancement from the 3D, which is why we told individuals you got to start at the strangest secret. Like listening to the strangest secret a couple thousand times would definitely, of course with some other work done, advance you to 4D.
We can literally say that we listened to it over 1,000 times.
Yeah, get your reps up.
Get your reps up.
That's no cap. That's the ascension. It took a long time for the strangest secret to resonate the way that it was really supposed to. Because, honestly, I'm going to have you guys drop below if you listen to that audio. Have you even done the 30-day positivity challenge that he says to do? I remember how long it took to even start the challenge after, from listening to that audio a couple times. So that's why you got to get your reps up. There's definitely a certain level of reps, definitely a certain level of reps in the information that will allow you to advance. And when I think about listening to fearlessness, from the 4D to 5D advance. Come on. That was on YouTube, so we were looping that from an information standpoint to a couple thousand times. So we can get excited now from a brand new ascension, and get excited now that it's time to really kind of help some folks hop from 3 to 4 real quick. There's a lot of folks that follow us that can make a little quick hop from 3 to 4 real quick. You just make a decision, and a quick hop from 4 to 5, and then
attached to us for nothing. Go ahead.
And then once you get to 5, you gotta stay there, and that's kind of what we've been talking about. So like, we'll make content that talks about how like sometimes there's certain actions that as a 5D individual, it can bring you back down to operating from a 3D, from a versus from a competitive aspect, right? So no, this was good though. It's the kind of joint that like if you receive it, amazing. If you don't receive it, bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think right now we're getting really intentional on identifying what the tribe is talking about from a content standpoint. So we've been being real raw, real transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be people that'll try to pull you up and try to say that you was just praying the outside God, you was just doing, and I'm about to say all this shit because we always gonna keep it a stat. There's gonna be people that's gonna say, you was just praying the outside God, you was just working at the church, nigga, you was just telling me go to church, you was just telling me, you know what I'm saying, get on a prayer call with you, etc., and you try to fake bash it because as far as in a 3D perspective, that may have not received this particular information correctly.
We had to learn how to believe in outside God so hard so that we could believe in the God that we are. Heck, could I possibly even comprehend that I am God? If I can't, like how? I'd be like, no way. This isn't the first time we've heard this information. Imagine a long time ago when you've heard information like this. You'd be like, oh, hell nah. How dare you? The universe? You believe, do not get the universe and God confused. Yes, sweetie.
Etc.
I was that person. I was that person. I was like, it's my God and your God is wrong. What? No, I had it all confused.
It's meant to divide you, though. It's meant to divide and conquer.
We had to learn how to believe in outside God so hard that He wanted, this is deep. This might come for your neck. This might come for your neck. It's not, I'm not trying to come for your neck. I know it might feel like it. Believing in outside God so hard to the point that I believed, baby, you let me know if I'm going on the deep end. You let me know if this is truth. That outside God wanted me to fast. That outside God wanted me to literally not nourish my body. To the point that I was doing a particular fast from the Bible. Some made up stories. Some made up stories, and literally we were in the basement screaming out, crying out, on our hands and knees. I was so sick. If I wait too long to eat, I've been prone to migraines. And I was so sick. I was throwing up. I hadn't eaten. I was talking to my friends that I don't even know what the heck they believe in. Talking to our friends like, yo, we're fasting. First of all, trying to get them to fast with us. Fasting for 3 days hurt.
You have to do all that, though. You
And
gotta
that's what I was
have
about to
that
say.
faith and believe, though.
You have to believe that an outside God is going to do some works for you as a result of you being faithful and firm. You have to teach yourself that.
Yeah. And then the belief came from you just having faith in the power of belief and you going to do the work with the faith without works is dead aspect. So of course you're gonna get the work. Of course you're gonna get what you're supposed to get when you do the work. And you had a certain level of faith towards the work.
Yes, sweetie. That's why when people, like how I used to say, tithe and works, I've been tithe and works, it's because you believed. It's because you believed that if you had enough willpower and self-control to immediately send 10% of your money to God, that you would be blessed. And it works because you believed that your intentional efforts would be blessed, so they were. And guess what? The same way that if you go to church and you're not a tither, and if you are a tither because you were told to tithe, but you don't believe that it works, and you're somebody that's like, I don't even know why they want me to tithe, and the pastor just using it, because there's those. Yes, honey? If you're tithing, but you don't really believe deep down inside of your heart that your intentions are going to do exactly what they said, then it's not going to work for you. See how it's all in what you believe? It's the power of your mind. So that's exactly why the way you create your reality, what you focus on, literally, what you're using your imagination, your God for, what you use your imagination for is what you're going to see.
Imagine me some good shit real quick. See y'all at the bank.